All right, so number two on the 2017 AP Statistics for Response, it's one of my favorite problems um, from previous AP exams since I've started teaching it. Two, the manager of a local fast food restaurant is concerned about customers who ask for a water cup when placing an order but fill the cup with a soft drink instead. And something that a lot of us probably do, probably at like a Chipotle or something like that, or wherever it is, they give you the cup, you ask for a water cup, you fill it with a drink. And I think it's a very relatable problem. That's kind of why I like it. So it says the manager selected a random sample of 80 customers who asked for a water cup when placing an order and found that 23 of them filled up the cup with a soft drink. Part A, construct and interpret a 95% confidence interval for the proportion of all customers who, having asked for a water cup when placing an order, will fill the cup with a soft drink. So remember, you take a sample and you build a confidence interval around that for the true proportion, to estimate the true proportion, right? So a couple things here. First off, I check conditions. Does the data come from an SRS? Yes. Is 10 times 80, which is 800, is that less than all people who asked for a water cup? It's kind of a big number, but we're going to assume that's safe to say because it's a business. We're going to assume it's been around a long time, so we could say therefore independent. And then to assess normality, NP hat and Q hat greater than or equal to 10. Now you could change this to a decimal for each one, P hat and Q hat. I just left it as a fraction. It just makes it easier to find the numbers. So I wrote therefore the distribution is approximately normal. And now remember, if you want full credit on the AP exam, you technically just have to name it and give the interval. You don't have to show where it comes from. I'm going to write out where it comes from. Remember, it's going to be you take a sample, p hat, which in this case is 23 over 80, and you add or subtract the margin of error. And what is the margin of error for p hat? Let's see. You get z star times the standard deviation of the sample, which in this case is rad p hat Q hat over N. Now you could show this and plug everything in, and that will save you if you enter something wrong into the calculator, but when you do it either way, you will get this interval right here. What do we use in the calculator? 1 prop z interval because it's a confidence interval. So you get 0.18832 to 0.38668, which means, and how do we interpret that? We are 95% confident that the true proportion of customers who asked for a water cup and then filled it with a soft drink is between 0.18832 and 0.38668. So we estimate anywhere from about 18.8% to 38.6% of people will ask for a water cup and fill it with water. Now, part B says the manager estimates that each customer who asks for a water cup but then fills it with a soft drink costs the company 25 cents. So it says, suppose that in the month of June, 3,000 customers asked for a water cup when placing an order. That's a lot. So it says, using the confidence interval from part A, use it to give an estimate or an interval estimate for the cost of the restaurant for the month of June from the customers who ask for a water cup, fill it with a soft drink. So the first thing is this. If there are 3,000 customers, let's find out how many then are going to fill 3,000 people who use the water cup. Let's find out how many are going to use and get soda. So I'm going to multiply that by the extreme ends of my interval. So that means that we estimate this comes out to 564.96, and this comes out to 1160 and 04. So if this percent of each, or this proportion of each, equates to, for 3,000 people, about this number of people to this number of people. So now, if we take that number and multiply it by the 25 cents, and we take the higher number, and multiply that by 25 cents, we'll find out the range. So that's going to tell us it's going to cost anywhere from, if only 546 people, it would cost the company about $141.24. And if the higher end of the spectrum, 1160.04, that's going to cost the company $290. And I think I got 1 cent when I did it earlier. So write a little sentence at the end. So I'm going to say, so between 564.96 and 1160.04 customers, I'm going to write, are believed to fill their water cups with soft drinks costing the restaurant between $141.24 to $290.01. Right? And if you want a little fun, one of my favorite memes from that year, there it is.